Look, Frank, getting into the starting lineup is something that's not given, bro. That's something that's earned, and it just took me a minute to earn the coach's trust. That's all.
Well, it must have been hard.
Alright, guys,
right?
this is
I don't look at it like I was waiting.
how you can get your shooting badges up in an hour.
Okay then. Well,
I
how
believe
much
so.
do you think not being the coach's first choice in the draft made getting into the starting lineup an uphill battle for you?
I mean, everybody got their biases, Frank. Luckily, I've been able to perform enough to change anybody's mind that needed changing, you know?
Well, the coaches, first and foremost, I'd imagine.
Look, everybody's in the building. Coaches, the fans, the other teams. I'm an equal opportunity entertainer, Frank.
Yeah, well, it sounds like I need to make sure I'm in my seat then early.
Hey, that's a good idea, and you don't want to miss nothing.
Corey, we're here at NBA 2K23 Summer League. How's your Summer League been thus far?
It's dope so far. I just landed, kind of came straight into this, played a game of 2K, and just kind of mingling around and checking out the scene, and it's like good vibes in here, so I'm happy.
You are getting a taste of NBA 2K23 for the first time. What do you think of the gameplay?
Super dope. Like the last one, I was a little like, it was a little hard for me on free throws, but this one.
We're the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Lots of enthusiasm around that presentation of the Star-Spangled Banner. And we've got plenty more coming up. Stay tuned. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brett Barrett. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin.
Good story, DA. Thanks. Here are the five for the Raptors. Inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. And Van Vliet out there with Drew. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward spot. And for Portland, we got Joe Ingles. Josh Hart out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And long-range shooting a strength for both of these teams, Brent. What was the best shooting team you ever were a part of?
Kevin, I have to look up the numbers because I might be wrong in terms of percentage, but the feel that I get was a team that I played for in Seattle. It had Ray Allen, Rashard Lewis, Luke Ridenour, who was a young player at that time, but that Seattle team had a lot of guys who could gun it up there and look for that three ball. That was a great shooting team.
Lillard, the pass to Ingles. That one wide left. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Raptors. It's a three-point game. Here's Drew. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Passes it to Hart. Back to Lillard. There's the pass to Hart. 5 on the clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Nurkic can't hit. Toronto's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. And the injury troubles for Yusuf Nurkic the last few seasons, Brent. My goodness. Freak injuries, too. Just bad luck.
I feel like we've said that about the Blazers for about 30 years. And for Nurkic especially. Just the broken leg, a broken wrist. And, you know, when he was in the lineup last year, Kevin, they were one of the best defensive starting fives in the game. With him being out, they suffered. Let's hope he has good health for the rest of his career. Zero hesitation out there as he catches that pass. Lillard just fires it.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. No coverage that time. Drew's got a couple of threes now in the first for Toronto. Pass to Hart. Now Lillard. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
I don't think he even feels that kind of contact. His focus is just too good inside. Nothing a defense can do.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Pass to Hart. Back to Lillard. Nurkic against Van Vliet. And Nurkic gets it to go.
Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
The shot. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And it's 8 points for Rain Man. Portland trailing here. Hart the pass to Nurkic. Back to Hart. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Eubanks, he's checked in for Nurkic. Little comes in for Joe Ingles. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Josh Hart. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Drew. Good on the triple. Drew's got 11 points.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Here's Simons, defended by Drew. A nice shot by Simons.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Drew. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
40 seconds left to play in the first. Driving inside.
Gives a team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And that one drops.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Takes it from 10. Bledsoe outside. Takes the 13-footer. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Here's Drew. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that does it for the first quarter. Raptors lead by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Damian Lillard winning the 2020 Magic Johnson Award, which honors the
being recognized for giving your time, but also making other people's job.
Lillard is well-deserving and well-liked, certainly. Some of the most open and thoughtful answers you'll hear.
Comfortable with a microphone, whether it's a press conference or a recording studio. He's got quotes and bars.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
He just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Raptors. We've got Chris Boucher, also Khem Birch out there, and it's Drew in at the 2-guard spot. Driving in. Here's Eubanks. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Drew. Guarded by Bledsoe. Lets it go from deep. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Here's Simons. Birch grabs the board.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Well, the road less traveled. Anthony Simons took a year after high school just training at a basketball academy. No college, not the most glamorous route, but his game has some flash to it.
He's one of those guys, GA, that comes into the game and just is an offensive force. Takes shots off the dribble, can shoot threes, is lightning quick, and gets to the basket. Still very young, still a lot of room for him to grow, but he has shown flashes.
So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors. Early on here, Greg, we already see some second. .103 left in the first half of the game. Van Vliet against Dunn. Three-pointer, Miller. And it's Toronto with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to their defense in that one. The intensity, the shot blocking, just a dominant performance.
Yeah, last game was pretty impressive stuff on that end of the floor. Just getting up near shooters and blocking as many shots as they did.
Bounce pass. Here's Nurkic. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Drew. He's got 21. Drills the three-pointer. Drew's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Raptors.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
Yeah, Damian Lillard, this is some Oaktown response. You make one, I got you back.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a... As we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been a clinic out there by Rain Man.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
We've got Damian Lillard. Also Josh Hart out there. Joe Ingles is out there with Nurkic. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with. Here's Drew. Knocks down the free ball. Drew's got the first points of the second half here for the Raptors.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And again, it's Toronto converting. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. They lead by 1. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Ingles dishes to Nurkic. Off on the layup.
A fundamental footwork and boxing out there that allowed him to rip that ball right off the rim.
Here's Drew. A new 14 for the Raptors. And the dunk by Barnes.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. You look at Rain Man. What a contribution.
Not sure what the defense is thinking, or if they are. They continue to let him shoot. That is bad defense.
For the Trailblazers, Eubanks, he's checked in for Nurkic. Eric Bledsoe comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Ingles passes to Simons. Now Bledsoe. Shot clock at 5. Into the lane. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Here's Drew. And again, Toronto with the triple.
I'm not sure who is supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous laps there defensively.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Pass to Eubanks. Ingles against Barnes. That's tipped. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Jacks up a 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
Bledsoe with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Plays it up and banks it in.
Try to prevent Bledsoe from charging inside. Easier said than done. Once he sees the lane, pretty much over for the defense.
Here's Drew. Shoots. Here's Boucher. And the dunk by Boucher.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Ingles against Barnes. Lock at 6. Simons kicks to Ingles. Over Barnes. And that one goes long.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
1:05 left to play in the third. Drew gets the bucket.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Here's Simons, covered by Drew. Simons, the pass to Ingles. Bledsoe with it. For Birch. Here's Eubanks. Drops in the layup for 2. Eubanks got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
3-pointer. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Trailblazers trail by 10. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Driving the lane, rejected by Drew.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game. Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Gets it to fall. The bucket from Eubanks. Eubanks now in the quarter.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And so it's Toronto going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Raptors leading by 10. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. They've got Siakam. OG Anunoby is out there with Achua. Then it's Drew, and it's Van Vliet in at the point. Here's Drew. Hits the three-point bomb. Drew's got 45 points. And a lot of players want a voice in team strategy. And I've always wondered, Greg, is there a downside for coaches letting their players get too involved?
I mean, there is a belief that you can have too many cooks in the kitchen, right? But if a player knows his stuff, it's worth at least hearing him out, if only to keep those open lines of communication.
Shoots it up. They get it again. Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
And watch Siakam just spring up for those offensive boards. Athletic ability gets him to the ball so fast.
Done shot's good.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Hey, right here.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Drew gets the bucket.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Lillard against Van Vliet. Here's Nurkic. The shot, no good. Good D by Siakam.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Drew. Damian Lillard pulls it in. And here's Lillard. Brings it up to the Trailblazers. They trail by 16. That one goes in.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Toronto's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Van Vliet passes to Drew. Unloads. And good. There's another.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Lillard looking around. Count it.
Well, he's capable of lighting a fuse and putting on a fireworks show. He'll do it in any building. Tonight he's got it going.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Drew. And another one.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Now a timeout called by Portland. You look at Rain Man, what a contribution.
Well, I hope this one is not to draw up a play, but to think about how they're going to defend that man. He's putting up some major numbers.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Rain Man.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
I don't think anyone in this building saw this coming. I'm sure that of the players who these fans thought would beat them, his name was not at the top of the list. Van Vliet passes to Drew.
Come on, box him out, man.
Releases. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Ingles against Anunoby. Takes the 3. The shot, no good. And Toronto will go the other way with it.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Raptors.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win. And what a huge standout performance it was
for Rain Man.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Hey.
Portland grabs the miss. There's 39 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. So Portland ends up going with the new group. But by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
Okay, I've got to ask, is there anything you can't do on offense?
No.
Okay, care to elaborate on that?
What do you want to know, John? I'm an open book.
Okay, all right, let me rephrase. What do you think is the weakest part of your game? Is there one?
You asking me to choose my favorite skill, John? That's like asking me to choose my favorite child. They're all my children. My handles are just as important as my shot, which is just as important as my court vision, and et cetera, et cetera. Look, every aspect of me is important for me to be the best me that you know and love. Hey, everyone.
Look, you put up big numbers tonight, MP, and is this just a confirmation that you should have been starting from day one?
You know, I think it's confirmation of how far I've come as a player since I got here. I got to give a ton of credit to the coaching staff. They definitely prepared me for this moment. You know, I'm still fairly raw when they first got me. As much as I don't want to admit it, it's the truth. And I spent a lot of time in the gym working on ways that I could elevate my play. And that was the work that you saw on display tonight.
Okay. But MP, let's be honest here. Were you trying to send a message to the coaching staff with your play tonight?
Nah, Frank, we all on the same page here. There's no need to send any messages.
Well, I guess just that it should have happened sooner.
I'm not focused on messages. I'm just here to help the team get W's, man.
All right, okay. Thanks, MP.
All right, guys, that's it for me. Thank you.
Alright, so the best badges to have on an offensive threat, I'll show you in a second. Oh, 23% discount, store discount, that's what it is.
Yeah, MP saying all the right things in public. What did you expect? That's what he's supposed to say. But I'm hearing he wants out. That's right. He wants to be traded.
Alright, so the best badges for offensive threat for shooting is hot zone hunter, sniper, stop and pop, chef.
Take a chance at Pete and tell what you seen. Another young and getting for the P's, a new generation stacking shells with degrees. Pete, keep it pushing till I'm, cause that's me. Even though sometimes they don't seem it, they're tapping up our phones so they can listen to our secrets. Speechless, don't mistake my kindness for weakness. I'm cooking up a batch that be drowning in the deepness.
For playmaking is ankle breaker, tight handles, quick first step, quick chain, handle for days. Stand for my people like Salvador Allende. I keep it popping till my pen breaks. Though it's that time, man, it the fire, and I keep right to hit the set pace. We're getting nearer to the end game. Years of bad habits, I'll be damaging my membrane. I'm trying to find a peace, tiptoeing on these greasy streets. So please believe me, it's easy to slip behind, invest myself in my lyrics. But this is my life, so stick in a beat and keep it tight when I'm gripping a mic, and yo, that's why. Meditate on Ziggy till my brain waves elevate. Staring at the page, eyes drifting to the window. Following that dark red sun as it sinks slow, tracking its trail. You're steady as we battle betrayal. In this game of snakes and ladders, yo, you're guaranteed to fail, yo. It's just another rainy day in this broken city. Contemplating as the that lifts me far away from the place that I'm stuck inside. Splitting two, feeling like I live a double life. The birds perch on a branch of the tree. My words heard as we march to be free. So let me take it back to running train tracks. Big crow, I be feeling like the main man. Ain't a bit of my past that I would ever take back, cause all I really need's a than a paint can to keep my cipher complete. Disciple of the rhyme and the beats. Wrap my mind for design, I resign to defeat. What life
So good.
Anything else you want to talk about 2K related?
I'm super excited for the new game. I love the covers. I love that like D-Book has his shoe like kind of like the focal point in it, and it says "Be Legendary," and I think he's a legend. Just signed like a crazy extension. I love like the women's cover. Love the Michael Jordan cover. You might see some circulate in the new game. Super excited for that, and yeah, like shout out to the whole 2K family, and thank you for always having me be a part.
What's up, guys? We're here with Danielle, and we are talking NBA 2K23. You recently got into the game since NBA 2K17. What are you excited about for this year's game?
Well, for the first time, I got my face scan.
Yeah.
So I guess
the sun shining bright on that. Before we get going here, we have time for a pregame courtside report. Allie LaForce, it's all you.
Hey, Brian, you could say the alley-oop is...
Oh, yeah, he's had some good ones, Allie. Thanks. And tonight, the rare marquee matchup at Center Grant. This ought to be a treat.
Oh, yes. Two heavyweights slugging it out. The different styles, but the same goal, to dominate the painted area.
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. Barnes is down low with Siakam. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Rain Man in at the shooting guard position. And for the Jazz, the backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bojan Bogdanovic, and it's O'Neal in at the three.
Here we go.
It'll be the Raptors off the tip. Here's Toronto with the ball. Pass to Drew. From downtown, drains the triple.
3 points. And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Mitchell. In the game against Philadelphia, very impressive. Bogdanovic down low. He's guarded by Barnes. Outside Mitchell. 5 on the clock. Step back shot. Here's Bogdanovic. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
What hustle on the glass. Bogdanovic doesn't give up. Have to appreciate the effort.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. They grab their own miss. Siakam, always a nice way to start, makes his first one.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play. And you look at Siakam's makeup. Long, skilled, a flexible athlete. He's a poster boy for the modern-day forward.
Here's Mitchell. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Mitchell.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Here's Drew, checked by Mitchell. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. He shoots it. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. He's got 5. And for all he does, Siakam was recently rewarded with a contract for the max.
Let me tell you the numbers, B.A. 4 years, $130 million. But he's worth it. He does it at both ends, on the board, and he's a good teammate.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Anunoby.
It's
That's
going to
his
be on OG
first personal foul.
And he makes a
first team foul. At the line for the Jazz, Royce.
And he makes both free throws.
Undrafted out of Baylor, Royce O'Neal spent 2 seasons abroad before making it to the NBA, B.A. The way he's playing now, he'll be in this league for a long time.
Here's Drew. That shot off the mark. And Utah will come the other way, coming off that win against the Sixers.
Great offensive game plan in that one. They put their guys in positions to succeed, and it really paid off.
They understood what the defense was trying to take away and game planned a great strategy to take advantage of it.
And O'Neal finding success as a prototype 3-and-D player. Accurate from outside, and he's a pest on D.
He's elite defensively, has strong, long arms, but it's his motor that truly sets him apart.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Outside Conley. Rejected by Siakam.
Siakam does a great job of contesting and altering shots. That time gets the block.
Here's Drew. What a tremendous game he played against Portland.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And it's Mitchell, the miss.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
For Utah, they've gone only 1 of 5 so far. Bogdanovich passes to Conley. The 3 is up. Rebound by Van Vliet. Toronto has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Here's Drew. Checked by Mitchell. He shoots. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. Utah trailing here. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Some solid defense from Van Vliet. Pass to Drew. Lets it fly. To the middle. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. He's got 13.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Pass to Mitchell. Outside Conley. He takes it in. Count it.
Conley for
No answer for Mike Conley. Like that. What a performer.
Here's Drew. Checked by Mitchell. Lets it go. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
They established the pace and made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
And so it's Toronto. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. And even playing in Utah, Donovan Mitchell has earned national recognition.
I'm here to play basketball and be the...
And all the right things, Grant. Mitchell putting the team first.
Growing up around pro baseball with his father working in the majors, Mitchell saw how those stars carried themselves.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, the Raptors enjoying a nice lead here.
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
Rudy Gay out there with Eric Paschal. Then there's Hassan Whiteside. Then there's Mitchell. And it's Clarkson in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Utah right now. High post Whiteside. Outside Mitchell. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
To Michael Jordan. MJ wore it for most of his high school days while he played baseball and for a short while in the NBA.
And you talk about that 45 that Jordan wore playing baseball. Well, Mitchell also very connected to that sport. His father, who played professionally and works in the majors currently.
Yeah, and baseball, BA, was Donovan's sport growing up. But a broken wrist his sophomore year in high school after a collision at the plate steered his path toward hoops.
To the paint. Clarkson with the ball. He also had a big impact in that win against the 76ers. Three-pointer. And that one's good. Mitchell for three. Mitchell's got 5 now.
And that was a little payback for what happened on the other end. Mitchell showing the range.
Here's Drew. The three-pointer off the mark. Gay outside. The three from Mitchell. And it's Boucher with the rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Launches a three. Drew misses. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from downtown here in the second. Down low. Gay. He can't get it to go. Oh, good D by Boucher. 4-3. They get it again. Here's Drew. He's got 21. Goes back up. Here's Achua. And finally they hit one. And the Raptors lead by 12.
And attacking a somewhat helpless defense right now. Just a relentless effort.
He's trying to help his team shut the door. They don't want to allow any comebacks.
Smitty, you have a good size on the wing. When you were attacking mismatches, did you prefer to bully a smaller player or pick apart a bigger, slower defender?
You know, B.A., great question. I think both. I think when you have a mismatch, what you really want to do is draw a double team. So if you can but also
they've been and if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books, 1 half to go. Utah has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. Barnes is down low with Siakam. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Rain Man in at the 2.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
He's heady, he's unselfish. All VanVleet does is make winning plays.
And for Utah, they're shooting 44%. A pretty decent clip. Outside Mitchell. Out to the right wing. VanVleet against Conley. Here's Gobert. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Gobert's got his second basket of the game.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
Releases. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. 25 points in the game.
Terrible shot selection, but you've got to appreciate his confidence.
And after 14 years in the NBA, Mike Conley finally an All-Star in 2021, and he richly deserved it. A 3-time Joe Dumars Trophy winner for sportsmanship, like yours truly. I mean, he does it the right way.
Toronto has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. Here's Drew. Checked by Mitchell. And the basket by Drew.
He's the engine for his team right now. They're looking for him to provide offense, and he's doing that and then some.
And I think when you say Mike Conley All-Star, now it's official.
Yeah, you're right, B.A. I mean, because you talk about the respect he has around this league, he's always been viewed in that light. A key part to that grit and grind era there in Memphis, and now he's writing a superb second act.
It's good.
Just crushing it here. 80% to start the half.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
In 2016, the NBA Players Association made history, voting to extend health insurance to retired players with at least 3 years of service. Chris Paul said, quote, "They paved the way for our game. This is just a little bit we can do. Whenever my tenure is up as president of the union, that will be easily the greatest achievement." Brian?
Boy, that is big time, Allie. Good stuff there. Thank you for that. Hassan Whiteside, he's checked in for Utah. Gay comes in for O'Neal. Boucher's checked in for Toronto. Flynn comes in for Fred VanVleet. The Jazz have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his first
It goes on Chris Boucher.
First team foul.
Bogdanovich getting physical, works hard to get the shot off and the foul.
The Jazz making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. Achua's checked in for Toronto. Van Vliet comes in for Flynn. Here's Drew. He's covered by Clarkson. Pulls it. And again, no good by Toronto. Utah's gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Here's Gay. Oh, good D by Boucher.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic. Phenomenal how many threes he drained in the first half, especially considering he's hit none since.
Takes a 13-footer. That one's wide left. The Raptors have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Pass to Drew. 1:43 left in the third quarter. The wide open shot is on the money. That's 29 for him.
He's their go-to. They keep calling his number, and he delivers.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Gay. And rejected. And they're pushing it up. Here's the three. He drops it from range. And the Raptors lead by 17.
Picking up from where he left off, I lost count of how many threes he hit in the first half.
Timeout.
Utah timeout call.
Time called here. The Jazz decided to talk it over.
Hard to think of a player who's transformed more than Van Vliet. Undrafted, spent some time in the G League, and he's a primary catalyst for this team.
He's your time.
Comes in for Gay, and Toronto also making a switch. Birch is checked in. 1:09 left in the third. Pass to Pinson. To the inside. And Pascal gets it to go. On the assist by Mitchell. Pascal's got his first 2 points of the night.
Because he attracts so much defensive attention, Donovan Mitchell often finds teammates all alone.
Here's Drew. Raptors get it back. And Birch slams it in.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Mitchell, the pass to Pascal. That one's good. Mitchell making a play. Mitchell's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, you know Donovan Mitchell is a 2 guard, but he can play a little bit of 1. He also can create shots for others.
19 seconds left in the third quarter here. Here's Drew. And the Raptors, another 3. And here's Mitchell. Give him 8. Clarkson outside. It's stolen. Well, 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Raptors out in front. They lead by 18. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Donovan Mitchell out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Eric Paschall. Then it's Royce O'Neal. And it's Pinson in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Utah right now. Utah's got 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Here's O'Neal driving it.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure that Young slams it in.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
With some arc, and Clarkson with a layup.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And for the Raptors, their shooting has been good. 54% on this one. Pass to Drew. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. There's the 3. Pure from three-point range. He's got 38.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Mitchell, the pass to Paschall. Back to Mitchell. The floater. Tipped. And here they come. Here's Drew. The shot comes out, and Utah will come the other way. Following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Kings at Golden One Center in Sacramento. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Now here's Mitchell. Over Van Vliet. Again, the miss by Mitchell.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Here's Drew. Over Mitchell. O'Neal pulls it in.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Pass to Drew. Unloads. Offensive board. And slams it in.
And just an incredible effort on the offensive glass.
Wow, follows it up with the putback to finish the play.
Utah timeout.
Utah calls timeout.
And there's nothing more frustrating for a coach than seeing his team giving up a bunch of second chance points. That's going to be the main topic during this timeout.
Who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise.
New Balance Player of the Game.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive. And the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
This crowd had no idea what they were in for. He came in and silenced them with a dominant performance. He was an intimidating presence tonight. This audience didn't seem to affect him in the slightest.
High percentage looks are easy money for Donovan Mitchell.
2 minutes
He's got a great
in the
touch
game
from the inside.
Here's Drew. Checked by Mitchell. 6 to shoot. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. He's got 40 now.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 4 assists in the game.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Raptors.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A.,
3
you
points.
have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
Lets a 3 fly. Rebound, Utah. Here's O'Neal on the wing, Mitchell. puts in the layup for 2.
They're on a little run right now. I'm wondering, where was this energy earlier?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Here's Drew. And too long on the shot. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Mitchell, the pass to Gobert. O'Neal on the wing. Anunoby covering. Here's Gobert. And he makes it.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Here's Drew. This crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Steve Smith, this is Brian Anderson with our 2K Sports crew signing off. We'll see you next time.
Now, you face some criticism online, especially on Twitter, by some who say you care more about scoring than winning games. Now, how do you respond to those criticisms?
Look, anyone who says that doesn't know me. That's ignorance on their part. And I don't have time to deal with ignorant people. I only care about people who got my back. You understand me? People who been there since the beginning. If coach is on me, if my family is on me, then I'll worry about it. But otherwise, I could just care less.
But do you think this perception of you influences the way you're covered in the press?
I mean, you're asking me about it, aren't you? So yeah, it obviously does. But I focus on the people in this locker room. That's all I care about, Frank.
Hey, look, man, we need to talk about this Kendrick Perkins report.
What about it?
Look, Perkins is a big personality, but he's not a straight-up liar, so...
Look, I don't know where he getting all this from, bro, but I ain't say nothing to nobody.
But it's true.
I mean, I've been thinking about it, yeah.
Well?
Well, this ain't the first place I want to go to anyway. You know, then you got all that drama, and I'm just starting my career, bro. This just don't feel right, man.
Like a gut feeling.
Yeah, like that feeling you get when you're about to do something so stupid.
Yeah, like when you tried to dunk on your dad in 7th grade.
He fouled me.
He didn't.
Look, my point is this. I feel like that when I think about staying. Bro, I only feel good when I think about leaving. That's the honest truth.
So you want out?
Yeah. You mad?
Mad? Dog, this is your...
Great choice. That's a difference maker. like it. I like it. Great choice.